Pixar movies with no sequel. Coco is the inspiration for this video because there's no sequel yet, but they just announced recently that Coco 2 is in the works with a 2029 release date. A Bug's Life is the second ever Pixar movie, but it never got a sequel. Ratatouille is my personal favorite Pixar movie, and it doesn't have a sequel. I feel like that's a perfect one and done type of film, where making a sequel would be too big of a risk. WALL-E never got a sequel, and I don't see them ever doing one. The same can be said for Up. Brave never got a sequel, and it makes sense because it wasn't one of Pixar's most popular movies. It wasn't too well received. The same can be said for The Good Dinosaur, which to me feels the least Pixar out of any of their movies. Onward never got a sequel, unfortunately. This movie was buried by the pandemic as it released like 1 week before the world shut down. Then we got the pandemic era Pixar films like Soul, Luca, Turning Red. None of those got sequels, none of them probably ever will, because they all premiered on Disney Plus technically. And most recently Elemental, which came out in 2023, doesn't have a sequel yet, though the film ended up being a hit for Pixar. It had long legs at the box office. And oh yeah, Lightyear never got a sequel, the movie that just came and went. It's a shame because the premise was fascinating. It's the movie in the Toy Story universe that Andy watched as a kid. They could have made 30 sequels to this thing if it was a success, but it ended up really underperforming.